Hello everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. Make yourself at home. So, today I have a short little book haul. These are not all the books I have gotten recently, but I did want to make something real quick before I went to bed because I still have some energy and I don't want to keep letting months and months pass by without uploading something. Like last time, I had 56 days, I think, that I didn't post anything because every day I was like, oh, tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Because at night I was just tired. So right now I am a little tired, but I want to make a quick video at least so that there is something for the good people of YouTube to listen to and sleep. Don't look at my money here. Let me just put that over there. You don't need to see that. So, before we begin, like this video if you like this video, and comment and subscribe and all of those cool things. It's kind of funny. I never really cared much to ask people to subscribe or any of those things, but if I'm helping you sleep, if I'm helping people relax, then the more reach you have, the better. So let's start with this very short book haul right now. We have Stoner by John Williams. I saw a post on Instagram by Anthony Jeselnik, the comedian, and he picked this book as the May read, like the month read for his book club. And I didn't think much of it, but I went to Barnes & Noble and I saw it in one of the tables. You know how they put the new the books that they're trying to push in one of the tables. I guess so that they're easier to find because a lot of people are buying them. And actually, as I was buying it, the clerk did tell me that these were selling a lot. It's probably because of Anthony Jeselnik, but I didn't really care much for it until I saw that it's considered a classic. And it went under my radar, not over. It went under my radar for years. And yeah, we just can't abide by that. So of course, hearing that it was a classic, I had to get it so that I can enjoy it. I really like classics. And yeah, it's also my current read. And oh my god, you have to see this bookmark. This bookmark is great. Look at this. I got it at a Comic-Con here in my city, and it's my favorite bookmark. I think I've shown it before, but yeah, if I had to pick a specific line that I have liked from this book, I mean, there's quite a few, but this one was especially funny. So I thought that I would save that one. Let me share it with you if I can find it. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, what was that guy's name? That comedian. He was like very hippie, very left wing, very liberal. And then it came out that he had some let's just call it misconduct accusations, and then he just became a Christian, and he went down the right-wing pipeline. there's this video when he's at Piers Morgan, and he asks him, so like what verse from the Bible is the one that you were thinking of before you went into court? Or like, was there a Bible verse that you had in mind? And he says yes. And he asks him which one it was, and so he starts looking around, but like for like a minute, he just keeps. And he just keeps looking, and he swears he can't find the verse. Like, motherfucker, if you picked a verse and you were thinking about it before you went to court, of course you would know which verse it was. But whatever. Yeah, I found the quote that I liked here. Like many men who consider their success incomplete, he was extraordinarily vain and consumed with a sense of his own importance. Hold on, I gotta read that one again because I'm trying to read through the laughter. Like many men who consider their success incomplete, he was extraordinarily vain and consumed with a sense of his own importance. Very true, Mr. Williams. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm a little bit under halfway of the book. And it's a really nice copy. I like that art, the cover art. It's a nice painting. I don't know who made the painting though. I haven't looked. Cover painting by Thomas Eakins, I think it's what you would call it. It's called A Thinker. Portrait of Lewis and Kenton, 1900. And the cover design was Katie Hommins. Well, props to her for picking this painting, and props to the painter. It's a really nice painting. I'm probably gonna look it up and look at it closely. Next up we have, actually I think I have shown this one before. I'm not sure. It is one that I got like a while back, but I can't remember if I've shown it. But if I haven't, here it is. Violence by Slavoj Žižek. And very small, compact book, very nice. As far as theory goes, I haven't really read much of Žižek. I've kind of just watched YouTube videos with him and debates and some of his appearances, but I haven't really looked into his books, although I have a couple. That's some milk. I really like milk. So fun story about milk. I didn't know this, but apparently the Nazis started using milk as a symbol of fascism, because they used to say that proof that they were the master race was their ability to process dairy, which is an insane reason to say that you're the master race. Absolutely unhinged, but I mean, we can't expect much sanity from the Nazis. So yeah, I mean, I haven't read it. I haven't looked into it. As far as theory goes, I've been reading more Marx, and I got the Pedagogy of the Oppressed and some Michael Foucault. And I'm thinking I might read those before I read Žižek. I also know that he identifies more as a Hegelian, which is interesting for a communist. But yeah, I might have to read a little bit of Hegel before I read Žižek. Or maybe not, maybe not. Because if I can put off reading Hegel for as long as I can, dear God, please let me skip him. Same thing with Kant. No hate to our boy Kant, but bro, your book is 800 pages and no one gets it. It's like infamous for being like very what would you say? It's like the wording of it, you know, like the way that he wrote is just a headache. And I have tried to go through it a little bit. I immediately was like, no. We're not doing that right now. I'm eventually gonna get to it though. I have to. I must. Some water, because we need to stay hydrated. I cut my nails, so I can't do very good tapping anymore. Let me adjust my chair here. All right. Next up, we have El General en su Laberinto by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. The General in the Labyrinth, I think you would call it in English. But I don't know. I don't know what the translation would be. Whenever I read Latin American literature, I pick it in Spanish. For one, because it's my mother tongue, and because I don't know. I feel like in the translation you lose some of the prose, and I've absolutely loved Gabriel Garcia Marquez's work for like years now. I love the way that he writes, and my favorite book actually is 100 Years of Solitude. So I have not read this one, and at this point, like it's like I don't really even know what it was about. I just knew it's a Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I have to buy it. But I also read the back, and it was pretty interesting. El General. See, well, should I read it actually? Because it's in Spanish. Well, for those of you who might like hearing Spanish, El General Simón Bolívar, el libertador de los países de América del Sur, da por última vez un nostálgico viaje por el río Magdalena, en el que vuelve a visitar ciudades en sus orillas, donde revive sus triunfos, sus pasiones y las traiciones de toda una vida. Sorry, I ran out of breath in the middle of that. Doing this ASMR stuff, I have found that you have to control your breathing quite a bit. I don't know if it's just me though. Like, is that a problem with anybody else? Poseedor de un gran encanto personal, prodigiosamente afortunado en amores, en la guerra y en la política, todavía baila con tanto entusiasmo y habilidad que los que lo ven no pueden creer lo enfermo que está. Apasionado por los recuerdos del poder que tuvo y de sus sueños de unidad continental que nunca logró realizar, Bolívar es un ejemplo conmovedor de cuánto puede ganarse y perderse en una vida. Beautiful. He was a very I'm not sure if very close, but he was friends with Fidel Castro, which is also an interesting little piece of trivia. If you ever need to say anything cool or interesting about Gabriel Garcia Marquez besides his work, it can be like, did you know that he was friends with Fidel Castro? Very interesting stuff. And speaking of Castro, we have up An American History, Cuba, by Ada Ferrer. I almost call her Ada, because that's just in Spanish, Ada. As soon as I saw it, I was just sitting by the classics section, and for some reason this one was like right around there. So I had to pick it, mean, of course, I love Cuban history. Not only in the times of the revolution, but like before that, and what has happened after the revolution. All of that stuff is very very interesting to me. I also really like Cuban people. Absolutely love them. They are the sweetest, kindest people that you can possibly meet, unless they voted for Trump. In that case, I don't know why those Cubans are so mean, but generally the Cubans that I have met are absolute sweethearts. Just love Cubans. I also love their accent, their music, their culture, just everything. But yeah, this one talks about the history. In 1961, at the height of the Cold War, the United States severed diplomatic relations with Cuba. The standoff continued through the tenure of 10 American presidents until Fidel Castro's death in 2016, and the retirement of his brother and successor, Raúl Castro, in 2021. Meanwhile, politics in Washington, Barack Obama's opening to the island, Donald Trump's reversal of that policy, and the election of Joe Biden have made the relationship between the two nations a subject of debate once more. And it should be. Let's take the time that we're using now to speak about Cuba to call what the United States is doing right now what it is. It's a fucking genocide. It's apartheid. Cutting oil, cutting energy to Cuba when they're already suffering so many sanctions, so many blockades, and so many troubles. Whether you believe that those things are the fault of the regime or not, you cannot disagree with the fact that what the United States is doing right now is an apartheid, and it is a genocide. Deaths in Cuba have like skyrocketed since Donald Trump started with his bullshit. So yeah, just a little taking a little time to do our due diligence. There is one bad thing about this book though. The font is tiny. Ouch, my eyes. That tiny ass font, bro. What am I supposed to do? Should I get a magnifying glass? I forgot for a second how you say magnifying glass, and I was thinking lupa, because that's how you say magnifying glass in Spanish. Lupa. Oh well. Cuba aside and politics aside, actually, well, not very much, because the next book is The Origins of Totalitarianism by oh my god. Totalitarianism. Sorry. I have a stutter, and sometimes words that have like repeating sounds, I have a hard time pronouncing them. The Origins of Totalitarianism by Hannah Arendt, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. Arendt. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very sure. The times that I've heard it, it's not very clear still. But yeah, I have had my eyes on this one for a while. I also know that she wrote a book about the Nuremberg trials, which I also have somewhere around here. And yeah, knowing her name, I just had to get another one of her books to like see. Because I've said it before, but sometimes if I find a book, or I want a specific book from a specific author, and I find other books of them, especially if it's philosophy, I will, even if I won't read him for a while, I buy more of the books of those philosophers or those authors, so that I can, have more of their work. Because sometimes it's annoying that you start reading an author, and this happened to me with Albert Camus. I bought The Stranger, and I read it, and for a while bookstore. I couldn't go to Barnes & Noble or any other bookshops. I don't know why. We were having some trouble. I can't quite remember. But there was a period of time that I couldn't go to any bookshops. And I had read The Stranger, and I loved it. I thought it was very interesting, but I didn't understand the philosophy behind it. And I found out that if you read The Myth of Sisyphus, it puts all of his work into context. Because The Myth of Sisyphus explains basically his philosophy. So, for the longest time, I couldn't go on and to read more of Albert Camus, and I just had to make do with other authors. So that's also why you see that I have so many books around here. Because I need to have the material and have it in hand before I keep studying those certain authors. So yeah. Now that we are done and my desk is clean, there are other books that I have gotten recently, but I'm just gonna be 100 with you, Chief. I was too lazy to get them. I was just too lazy. Like, I can already spot like 3 or 4 from here that I have not shown in any videos. And I just didn't get them right now because I was like, I'm just gonna do a very short one because I don't wanna stay up too much. I was also very it's already what time is it right now? Oh yeah, no, fuck me. It's 1:58. And I'm already sleepy, and I've been having to wake up early lately. It's so annoying. It's the worst. Like when you have to just keep waking up early, and when you have something like this that you want to do, and that you want to put effort into, and you want to put at least something out. But like in my specific situation, my family's so loud, and they just do not go to sleep. I don't know how these people stay up for so long. I know how I do it. It's because I'm insane, and you know, I consider myself a night owl. But yeah, for like some time now, I've kind of like fixed my schedule. So now I get sleepy at earlier hours. Before I used to make videos here, and I would like record and then still like be awake for like 2 or 3 more hours. So if you see my older videos, that you see that I posted more regularly. It's because I had more time to film videos. Because it was already like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and it was all so quiet and so nice. Right now it's very quiet too. Like thank God they all went to sleep practically early. But they many times they're still up very late. And the funny thing is, like, they don't consider themselves night owls. Like, they swear they want to sleep early, and they'll be walking around complaining that they can't go to sleep because of one reason or another, or X or Y or Z. And it's just really funny to like watch them do that. But oh well. Complaints aside, yeah, I wonder if that's a little you know, because it's like, well, aren't you awake as well? What if they were trying to make ASMR videos? But they would never. They would never. They're not very relaxed people. Let me just tell you. All right, let's cut it here, because it is time for Shaboy to go to bed. I'm gonna be up uploading more frequently. I'm hoping at least once a week. Right now I found the time, and it was like just everything fell on perfect to make a quick video. Quick 25-minute video, apparently. But yeah, I'm gonna get some more books together, show you the other books that I have gotten recently. And yeah, I'll see what other things I can do. Feel free to suggest something if you would like to watch something specific, or there is a specific trigger for you. But until next time, my friends, I hope that this video relaxed you. Have a good night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.